Courtroom films are usually filled with high tension, emotional drama, fierce shouting attorneys, and cold stares, while someone in a suit tries to charm a group of 12 jurors. While it can be interesting to learn how the law can be manipulated, or how it can become an innocent person's worst nightmare, sometimes it's important to laugh at how ridiculous the law can be. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. With that being said, I'm your host, Jamie, and here are 10 great legal comedies. Number 1, My Cousin Vinny. 1992 sees Joe Pesci playing burgeoning New York lawyer Vincent Gambini, defending his cousin Billy Gambini, played by Ralph Macchio, who is falsely accused of murder in a small southern town. My Cousin Vinny is a surprisingly accurate legal drama that deftly blends in comedy. The ensemble that also includes Marissa Tomei and Fred Gwynne is absolutely magnetic, with that dynamic between Pesci and Tomei alone being hysterical. Marissa Tomei even went on to win Best Supporting Actress for her role as Mona Lisa Vito. My Cousin Vinny plays with the idea of the crassness of the big city versus the rural humbleness and tradition. Overall, the film is a thoroughly enjoyable legal comedy through and through that you can witness over on Hulu, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Fubo, Sling, Roku, Prime, Google Play, Apple TV, or Fandango. Number 2, Legally Blonde. 2000's Legally Blonde is the 90s girl power legal comedy we need now. The film undoubtedly revealed the star Reese Witherspoon was destined to be. She is impeccable in this intelligent, hilarious comedy. The motif was simple: we shouldn't judge based on appearances. That is such a universal theme, and it came in a heartfelt, funny, and well-executed package that is Legally Blonde. While Legally Blonde 2 didn't quite live up to the first, a third direct sequel is allegedly in the works. And if the studio plays it smart, it will be as relevant as ever and live up to the legacy of the original. But you can check this out over on Tubi, Pluto, Roku, MGM Plus, Hulu, Sling, Prime, Philo, Google Play, Apple TV, or Fandango. Number 3, Liar Liar. Liar Liar happens to be one of my favorite films. I am a child of the 90s after all, and Liar Liar is quintessential 90s. The film is a star vehicle for one of the funniest of funny men, Jim Carrey. Carrey is a master of delivery and over-the-top physical comedy. The script for Liar Liar lets Carrey flex all of his comedic and acting chops. Liar Liar underneath it is an incredibly sweet film with some heavy-hitting dramatic emotional punches. Jim Carrey plays a liar. I mean a lawyer. Fletcher Reed, who is skeezy, bends the truth, and games the legal system in order to win court cases by any means. Fletcher has a son, Max, whom he loves deeply, but he has left him a bit disheartened with broken promises. For his birthday, Max wishes that his father couldn't lie for an entire day. And it comes true. And so the lightning-paced comedy ensues. Fletcher has built his whole office life around schmoozing and perpetually lying, and now he cannot even tell the slightest fib. Liar Liar is easily one of the funniest films ever, with its smart setups, hilarious payoffs, gut-busting slapstick, memorable one-liners, and brilliant improv. With Carrey's timing and delivery, it's comedy gold. I actually can't think of any joke that doesn't hit in this film. See for yourself on Peacock, Sling, Google Play, Apple TV, Fandango, or Prime. Number 4, Legal Eagles. Legal Eagles is a legal comedy coming from Ivan Reitman, most notable for directing the cultural behemoth Ghostbusters. Legal Eagles follows Assistant DA Tom Logan, played by Robert Redford, being sought out to help defend Chelsea Dearden, played by Daryl Hannah. Chelsea is charged with stealing a millionaire's painting that she claims is actually her father's that he left for her. The narrative feels overplotted, yet light at the same time. We follow the characters sleuthing through a lot of over-the-top events and cliche twists like murder and fraud. The interesting thing is, there are a lot of dark subject matters transpiring and serious moments in Legal Eagles that are glossed over, mostly for comedic effect. The film is only a few minor tweaks from being a serious drama. Even the cast plays it straight. I noticed it is labeled as a comedy thriller, and it never really balances those elements completely. What do y'all think? Watch it over on Google Play, Apple TV, Fandango, or Prime, and let me know. Number 5, Trial and Error. Trial and Error is an outlandishly fun legal comedy that is aggressively 90s, in mostly the best ways. It's well lit, almost soft looking, with a warm color temperature, along with classic smooth editing and transition, as well as a who's who of 90s actors. In Trial and Error, Jeff Daniels plays lawyer and straight man Charlie Tuttle, who has to defend Benny Gibbs, played by Rip Torn, a fraud in a small town. Tuttle meets up with his best friend and actor Richard Reddy, played by Michael Richards. Trial and Error was released in May of 1997, so Daniels had already done classic smash hit comedy Dumb and Dumber. Torn was on HBO's brilliant critical darling, The Larry Sanders Show, and Richards was starring as the iconic Cosmo Kramer in NBC's acclaimed commercial juggernaut, Seinfeld. While none of the actors play outside of their wheelhouse, Trial and Error uses them effectively. The dynamic between Daniels and Richards, as well as their on-screen chemistry, bolsters a fairly standard narrative. The premise is what makes this film fun, which is that due to unfortunate circumstances, Richards has to pretend to be Gibbs' lawyer. Trial and Error is somewhat farcical, sometimes satirical, and did I mention it's a rom-com? It's all good because Charlize Theron, as an Oscar award-winning actress who was Furiosa in Mad Max Fury Road, is the love interest. So catch all the fun over on Prime, Apple TV, or Fandango.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope that you're enjoying all of our content. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring that bell icon to stay up to date with our latest releases. If you want to support us even further, there are numerous ways. First, check out fatninja.shop, our very own merch store where we sell t-shirts, hoodies, hats, shoes, and more, featuring our logo and other designs. You can also join our Patreon, linked in the video description. Last but not least, we have officially launched the YouTube membership program. At only $4.99 a month, you'll get access to our monthly newsletter featuring reviews, previews, and exclusive behind-the-scenes information about our upcoming projects and videos. You also get a nifty little badge and special emojis that you can use during our upcoming live stream chats. And if you're a member of our Discord channel, you'll get access to a special role which gives you even better access to the Fat Ninja staff and the chance to enter a monthly prize drawing as well as a shout out at the end of our videos. The prize drawings will only begin once we have reached our goal of 50 members. Finally, you'll also be gifted a special coupon code good for 20% off any item from our store. We appreciate each and every one of you and are incredibly thankful for your support. Each new subscriber and member helps us achieve our goals and keeps us motivated to create new content each week. Thanks again. Take care.
Number 6, Fatal Instinct. 1993's legal comedy Fatal Instinct is a parody of femme fatale films like Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction in the vein of Zucker Brothers and Jim Abrams films like Airplane and Hot Shots. Never reaching those heights creatively though. That being said, there's plenty of gags, bits, and references that make for a lighthearted watch. Fatal Instinct uses some of the plots from films like Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction, as well as Body Heat as interviewing subplots, so it feels less cohesive and episodic as a film. Some of the best legal comedy aspects of the film lie in the protagonist, who is a brilliant walking parody of a 40s noir detective, and frankly, holds the film together. One of my favorite references is the inclusion of Bob Uecker as an announcer in the courtroom scene. Fatal Instinct doesn't overstay its welcome, as it is a brisk 90-minute venture. But be sure to check it out for yourself over on Pluto, VIX, Prime, Fandango, Google Play, or Apple TV. Number 7. The Bonfire of the Vanities. The Bonfire of Vanities is based on Tom Wolfe's 1987 book of the same name. The film stars an acclaimed ensemble of seasoned performers, including Tom Hanks, Melanie Griffith, Bruce Willis, and Morgan Freeman. Hanks plays a bond broker who, on a night out with his mistress, makes a wrong turn and ends up in the Bronx. After an altercation, his mistress and him run over a black boy, his mistress being in the driver's seat. Willis, played by Peter Fallow, a womanizing alcoholic tabloid journalist, and narrates the story in a noir-like fashion. This works with director Brian De Palma's lavish style. Peter needs a story, and a judge played by Morgan Freeman needs to prosecute an affluent white man, so his DA doesn't seem racist for an upcoming election. The critics panned The Bonfires of the Vanities, claiming that it lacks the thoughtfulness and satire of the novel. I found the film kind of fun, albeit kind of a mess with a stellar cast. If anyone has read Tom Wolfe's novel, we'd love to hear your take after you check this out on Tubi, Roku, Fandango, Plex, Google Play, Apple TV, or Prime. Number 8. Adam's Rib. Now, I'm no Hollywood purist, nor do I view classic Hollywood through a rose-tinted lens like many scholars. Nor am I surprised about the many high quality of films that period produced, because when the filmmakers of that bygone era nail it, they nail it. And that's what happened with 1949's Adam's Rib, which predates everything on this list by decades. The film stars silver screen legends Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn, who play husband and wife and competing lawyers. They both take on a case of a wife murdering her cheating husband. Adam's Rib is a feminist film and boils down to old school battle of the sexes. While the film does go through various tropes as well as reflect on some dated attitudes, it was not only extremely progressive for its time, it would have been one of the first to fashion the tropes. So be sure to check this out over on Tubi, Google Play, Apple TV, Fandango, or Prime. Number 9. A Fish Called Wanda. 1988's A Fish Called Wanda reunites several members of the iconic British trope, Monty Python, including John Cleese, who acts as a screenwriter as well as performer, and Michael Palin. The film is less in the courtroom and more outside the courtroom, as it involves a diamond heist gone sideways. Jamie Lee Curtis plays the titular Wanda, alongside Kevin Kline, who plays Otto West. Michael Palin plays Ken Pyle, Tom Jorgensen plays George Thomason, and John Cleese plays Archie Leach. A Fish Called Wanda opens with George and Ken meeting with Wanda and Otto to steal diamonds. The heist is a success until George gets busted. His defending lawyer is Archie Leach. While the film masterfully interweaves its narrative farces, it is quite reined in compared to that of Monty Python, and that is mostly for the better. The cast is immensely talented, and all play it straight. Sans Kevin Kline, who hams it up perfectly, while comedic chaos ensues. There is also plenty of offbeat or subtle British humor for those less interested in the farce. So make sure to take some time and enjoy this over on Tubi, Pluto, Roku, Fandango, Prime, Google Play, or Apple TV. Number 10. Find Me Guilty. Although Find Me Guilty is a cry far from other films from Sidney Lumet, like 12 Angry Men or A Dog Day Afternoon, Find Me Guilty is a valiant effort for a legal comedy with a fair share of poignant moments. Find Me Guilty sees a low-level mobster, Frankie DiNorcio, on trial for drug charges, to which he'll have to serve 30 years. DiNorcio is being coerced to testify against his family for racketeering charges, but he refuses, fires his lawyer, and defends himself. Find Me Guilty is based on a real-life court case. However, even with all the humor as well as dramatization, the film is an effective and grounded thriller in its own right. Vin Diesel also gives a phenomenal performance, even if you might be a bit distracted by him actually having hair. I am not familiar with the actual trial, so I'm curious to know what was real and what was added to the narrative. So sound off in the comments after you check this out on Peacock, Tubi, Pluto, Zumo, Sling, Roku, Crackle, Redbox, Fandango, Plex, Prime, or Apple TV. Thanks for checking out the video. Did we leave any films off the list? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to tap that bell icon to stay up to date with our latest releases. You can reach out to us on Twitter or X at Studio Spat, or chat with us on Discord, linked below. If you're really enjoying our content and want to help support us, click that join button for exclusive content, rewards, and perks. Make sure to check out our very own merch store located at fatninja.shop. All proceeds go towards our next film project, so we'd greatly appreciate it. I've been your host, Jamie. Thanks again. See you in the next one.